my goodness. Good morning, everybody. Hello. My name's Debra Arlyn, and I am joining you today from Walla Walla, Washington. Oh, okay, yeah. And I just want to reflect really quick that you guys have a really beautiful space, an amazing team, and you are so blessed to have this community here. We do not have anything like this in Walla Walla. So I'm just so honored and full of joy to be here and see all of your faces and feel your desire to want to create a community, a conscious community. So thank you for having me. I'm going to start by saying the very thing I want you to remember most. So if you take notes, if you have a little notes app on your phone, if you don't remember anything else that I say for the next 20 or so minutes, I hope that you take this with you. And that is that you have the power to create anything you want. Now, I know when we're spiritual seekers, we come across that message often, and it can get very cerebral. And we think, oh, I know that. I know how it all works. But I'm going to say it again, and I invite you to let it in. Let this in, okay? You have the power to create anything you want. Reverend Jane said it in her prayer. We are creators. That's what we're here to do. And I have found that the very beginning stages of being able to create what it is that we want for ourselves and for the people we love and care about starts right here in our minds, and with the visions and the pictures and the stories that we put our focus on. Most of the time we go through our day thinking, is this the right thing to do? Is this going to make this person happy? Am I doing what they want of me? Right? There's a lot of, I want to do the right thing. There's a lot of striving and performing and earning. And I'll tell you that I started trying to carve out a career in music when I was 15. I quickly won a lot of contests, started writing songs, and I thought, I'm going to have a career in the music industry. I'm going to be famous. I'm going to get signed. I'm going to tour. And if anything puts you in earning and striving and performing mode, it's that. So, do we have any musicians here? Dave and the Soulshine team have done a wonderful job. When you actually take that step and you chase your dream, you become very vulnerable because there's a lot of obstacles, there's a lot of no's, there's a lot of, that's not good enough, we're not looking for that. But when I was younger, I think I was about 9 or 10, I was in my room daydreaming for hours. My parents said they never saw me. I was always in my room and I was daydreaming, and I had a little karaoke machine, and I would create my own radio shows where I was the host and the singer. It was a great gig. It's a great gig. And there's a couple of days where I was doing this kind of obsessively, but I was just loving the pictures in my mind. I was loving the way they made me feel. And I really wanted to do this. And the first couple of days, my parents would peek in on me and they'd say, good for you, keep dreaming. We can hear you singing, you sound great. Then on the third day, I got a little bit of mixed messages. My dad knocked on the door. He said, are you still doing this singing radio thing? I said, yeah. He said, you're going to have to go out and actually do this. You can't just dream about it. And as a 10-year-old, that kind of hurt my feelings. But he was right. Because when I talk about dreaming our way forward, absolutely, you have to have the vision. You have to have the desire. You have to get specific in your mind about what it is you're trying to create, what it is you want to become. But then there is that next step where then you have to take meaningful action. You have to trust and believe that the images and the dreams that you hold in your mind are not nothing. In fact, they're everything. I heard some stories today in the celebration of people going through difficult times. I'm so sorry to hear about your son. And I'm sure there's a lot of you here, everyone is going through something, carrying a heavy load, facing an obstacle, meeting resistance. And it's in those moments where we are so tempted to go, never mind, I give up. That's a stupid dream. I guess that's not who I am. I guess that wasn't meant for me. And if you are in that moment today, I want you to know that the energy of your thoughts is the energy that creates your reality. And I know you know this because you're here at Unity, but most people are going about their day thinking that what they think, what they picture, and what they visualize doesn't matter and it doesn't produce anything. But there are only two types of energy in the world. Physical energy, right? This mic stand, this stage, us. That's physical energy, right? We think it's solid. We think it's stagnant. But science has shown us that underneath all of that, there is always energy, moving, creating. We can't do much with that energy, right? I can't make this mic stand something else unless I spend a lot of time and hours and get my tools out, and even then it's probably going to still look like a mic stand. But the energy that you can do anything you want with is subtle energy. Subtle energy is the invisible energy that runs and exists in all things. We call this consciousness, or God, or source. And when I say you have the power to create whatever you want through your dreams, I'm talking about harnessing the power of subtle energy. If you wouldn't mind, I'd love for you to close your eyes, and we'll try this out together for a second. I want you to imagine you're sitting at a table at your favorite restaurant or your favorite place, and someone brings you your favorite dessert. And they set that dessert in front of you on the table, and you are so excited. I want you to visualize that dessert, smell it, imagine the texture of it. And not only are you going to get to eat your favorite dessert, you turn to your left and your favorite person or your favorite people are right there with you. And they're happy for you. And they're excited to eat this dessert with you. And you guys decide to eat together and smile and laugh together. And you're so in this moment. I want you to notice in your body what starts to happen when you visualize this. Maybe you're noticing feelings of gratitude come up, feelings of joy. Go ahead and open your eyes. Now that dessert isn't real. Those people aren't really there, right? But did your energy shift? Did it feel real in some capacity? You guys are so sweet. You're nodding yes. Thank you. You're wonderful listeners. Excellent listening. You can do this anytime, anywhere. You can close your eyes. You can imagine and visualize and invite the feelings in and open your eyes and be in a completely different state of mind and shift your own energy field. Now, Why do I talk about dreaming our way forward? Because I've had a lot of setbacks. I'm not trying to make fun or light of anything, but pretty much every woman I've spoken to today has mentioned an ex or an ex relationship, which I'm right there with you, right? Things happen where you're like, that wasn't in my dream. I was not dreaming of a massive conflict or a divorce or having to move, or I wasn't dreaming about having to go get a job to pay the bills that I don't really care about. When I was 24, I had done American Idol. I had won a contest called Oregon Idol. I had won Portland's Female Artist of the Year. I had songs on probably your favorite show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I got to meet Marta Kaufman, the woman who created and produced the show Friends. I got to audition for her TV show. I did not get the part. But I had done a lot of really cool things by the age of 24, and I thought, yeah, dreaming our way forward works. Here I go. And then I got married, and I wanted to have a family. And I had my first daughter, and my studio became a nursery. And instead of being out on the road with my band and doing cool music stuff, I was dealing with double mastitis, nursing in the middle of the night. Oh yeah, you know what it's like. It's horrible. It's horrible. Double mastitis, I don't recommend. And I found myself in a moment going, well, this isn't what I dreamed. And what happened to my dreams? And it's nothing against family or life changes, but I'm sharing this to say that sometimes we then want to give up when we think, there's nothing I can do about this now. This is my life now, I'm going to do that. But when we don't pursue our dreams, and when we don't believe that our dreams have the energy to create what we want, we get sad. Or we get angry. We start to go into a mode of, poor me, or why me? Oh, that's my favorite one. Why? Why me? And in that moment, at that time in my life, I wrote a song, because that's what I do when I need to express myself. And it was very quickly one of my favorite songs that I'd ever written, but I didn't think I could do anything with it. I thought those days are behind me, and I have this life now. But then I remembered what my dad told me when I was 10. That he wanted me to dream, and he wanted me to play, and he wanted me to get out there and do what I needed to do to make those dreams a reality. So I started playing the song for some friends and got some great feedback. And then I thought, I'm going to enter a song contest. And I'll just see what happens. And I scoured the internet for contests that looked like they would work for me. I found one, and it was called the Nashville Song of the Year Contest. And I'm in Little Corvallis, Oregon, in my little house, nursing my baby. Hit send, right? I won the grand prize, you guys. I won the grand prize. Because in that moment of hitting send, I actually believed that I might win. I believed the song was good enough. I believed the message was good enough. I wanted people to hear it. I wanted it to help others. And I knew that I had to take whatever action I could to get that song out there. So I'm in my kitchen with my daughter. I get a call. It's from Nashville. I go, "Ooh, what's this about?" And the guy goes, "Hey, is this Debra?" I say, "Yeah." He goes, "Congratulations, you won grand prize. You're the grand prize winner of the Nashville Song of the Year contest. We're going to fly you down here. You're going to get to record the song. You're going to meet all these wonderful people in Nashville. And, we had to set up the logistics, but I hung up the phone totally in awe and totally convinced once again that it is never too late. It is never the wrong time. And it's never stupid or foolish to go back to your dreams and to hold the vision, to allow it to change your energy state, and then take whatever action you can to dream it forward, to make it become your reality to the best of your ability. And then when obstacles show up, reimagine, go back to the dream. Say, oh, there's a new element here. Turns out I need 50 grand or whatever the deal is. How can I dream that into this scenario? You have to be creative, you have to iterate. But more importantly, you have to know that you have the power to make it a reality for yourself. Not overnight. It doesn't always work that way with one song contest. But it will happen. The only way it's not going to happen is if you stop, is if you give up and you let go of that power. So I'd like to play the song for you now, and then we'll bring up Soulshine. We'll do a meditation. But the name of the song is called Hush. Check, check. All right. You find it hard to be still. You're feeling restless. Your life is making you ill. You're getting desperate. You want release from this pain, but you can't have it that way. Trust me, baby, I've walked a mile in your shoes, suffered sleepless nights trying to shake the blues, but screaming, shouting about it won't get you anywhere. Though you may feel you are lost, just quiet your mind. You know that love can find you right where you are. So hush, hush, there is no more to say. You will survive this pain. All you gotta do is find a way to trust that chaos does not reign. You will look back someday and realize this was not in vain. Everything will fall into place if you just hush, hush, hush. You're reaching for the phone to call all your friends. You gotta talk this out if they'll just listen. What if there's no one there for you? How will you get through? You gotta start looking deeper for your answers. Take some time alone, even if it hurts. Everything happens for a reason. Though you may feel you were lost, just quiet your mind and know that, just know that love will find you right where you are. So hush, hush, there is no more to say. You will survive this pain. All you gotta do is find a way to trust that chaos does not reign. You will look back someday and realize this was not in vain. Everything will fall into place if you just hush, hush, hush. There is no more to say. Everything will fall into place. How do you expect to grow if you don't face obstacles? I know you feel so alone. Trust me, I've been there before. But when you reach the other side, everything will be alright. You don't have to do anything, because love can find you. Love can find you right where you are. So hush, hush, there pain. All you gotta do is find your faith and trust that chaos does not reign. You will look back someday and realize this was not in vain. Everything will fall into place. Everything will fall into place. Just trust, it'll fall into place. If you just hush, 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 hush. If you just hush. Thank you. You are doing good. You guys are so kind. Thank you. I'd like to close by having you stand, and we'll go through a guided meditation, and Dave will play some beautiful music for us. This is your moment to dream your life forward, starting now. Go ahead, yeah, Dave, go. Starting now, yeah. So take a few inhales, breathe deeply in, deeply exhale. If it's helpful for you, you can imagine tree roots going down from the bottom of your feet all the way down to the center of the earth. You are safe, you are supported. And I want you to bring to mind something that you're struggling with. Something that feels hard and heavy, possibly confusing or unexpected. And you don't need to push it away. Just let it be with you for a moment. Just witness it with compassion. And I want you to say to yourself, I have the power to create whatever I want next. I have the power to create something beautiful and meaningful, even through this difficulty. I want you to put pictures in your mind of who you need to become to create whatever you need to create next. Picture yourself being that person. Golden energy all around you from the inside. You're taking the meaningful action you need to take to create something beautiful. And it is coming to life for you. I want you to hold the vision of what it is you are wanting to bring into fruition and get specific. Color it with all the details you want. Let that feeling in of that becoming your reality. And I want you to say to yourself, I am a dreamer. I am a creator. And I'm going to dream my way forward and bring this to life. I'll give you a minute to just visualize this.
just remember that the energy of these thoughts and of these mental pictures are not meaningless. They are not nothing. They are the perfect energy. They are the seed that plants what you want to grow. Go ahead and open your eyes. Thank you so much for bringing me here today. It was a joy to be in your presence, and I look forward to connecting with you afterwards. Okay?